So with demolition derbies being canceled, I'm looking for something automotive to take up my time and basically make it so I do not go completely crazy over the kind of shutdown that we have going right now. So what we have here is the Lexus GS 300. Now this is a 94 model. The reason I went with this one is because it has a good motor in it. It is the taillights that I like, because the newer Lexuses have, I think, what are the most ugliest taillights in the world. I really like these ones over the other ones. But it's a good base. It's actually a rear-wheel drive car. The interior is pretty nice. There are some downsides to the car. Back window doesn't go down. Somebody tried breaking into it and wrecked all the trim. I think I'm just going to drill holes and put little screws into it and hold this down, but we got a little bit of rust. It did leave me stranded the other day. I think the remote start is trying to act up in it, but keys are actually in the house, so it probably won't even start anyway. But one of the reasons why I picked this car, it's rear-wheel drive. It's actually very nice to drive, and it's got a 2JZ in it. Now this is not a 2JZ GT. This is not a 2JZ GTE, which is a turbo model. This is actually a naturally aspirated GE motor. It's an older one with a distributor. So what we're thinking about doing is either turbo in this, which is about $6,000, or maybe doing an LS swap, which is about $6,000. But there's a lot of things underneath this hood that I don't know of, which I think that's my ABS. I think that's a type of ABS. I think this is the type of ABS. There's a lot of ABS systems inside this thing. So yeah, I don't know what all of them do per se, but if I do LS swap it, it's definitely going to be a lot of work, and if I do turbo swap it, it's definitely going to be a lot of work. I don't know, but I figured I should get myself a project and work on. Some stuff that definitely needs to be addressed is the car sits way too high. I'd like this thing about 2 to 4 inches lower, and the front brakes are trash. I've done a whole bunch of researching online. This is a GE. The 4-liter LS Lexus comes with much bigger brakes. So I've actually gone ahead and ordered their 4-piston calipers. So I've already ordered all those. I've read online that they fit. Apparently I got to grind them just a bit, but that's okay. So we're going to be pretty much adding 1.5 inches, 2 inches to the disc size in the front, and going from a 2-piston caliper to a 4-piston caliper. And then on the back, I am going to try to see what I can do back here as well. But the brakes on this thing are crap. It's actually pretty slow for being a 2JZ. Overall, the car is in actually really good shape. There's one hole in the subframe that I'm going to fix. I tried importing another subframe, talking to all the JDM guys about getting a new subframe, and all of them told me with Coronas they can't get any parts right now, so that might be out of the question. I do not like these rims. I find them not very nice for this car, but the good news is those will fit this. So if I do get new rims for this, which I probably will, then those rims will just be cycled onto this, which these are actually really good tires. So my Camry, daily driver Camry, will love it. Everything works on this car except for air conditioning and this window. This window here is actually down just a little bit. But we are having a little bit of electrical drain, and I think it's because of the remote start that is actually in this thing, so we'll be tearing that out pretty much first step. Even the windshield wipers, the sprayers for the front headlights actually work in this thing. So I'm actually very happy with the car. I just wish it was a lot faster. So what we're probably going to be doing over the next 6 months or so is slowly upgrading this thing and making it the way I want. What I'd like is some coilovers, some different rims, obviously more power, baby. But I'm not sure if I'm going to get that more power by turboing this motor or I'm going to get that power by doing a LS swap, maybe turbo LS swap. I'd really like a turbo LS, but we'll have to see if it's actually in the cards. I would like to address the rust issue on this car, which is only right here, which is really not that bad. It is actually still very fixable. I was thinking of maybe trying to get some nice fender flares for it, so that way I can put some wider tires on it. When I lower it, it might actually look a little bit better. And but the rust is not that bad. For a 30-year-old car, that is really not that bad. But yeah, I don't know, you guys interested in this new project? It's not a derby car, I get it. But you know what, there's no derbies around me. I have probably 10 built derby cars sitting there waiting to go, and just nothing to do it. Just can't do any derbies. Can't go down to the USA, can't do nothing. And there's nothing going on up here in Ontario. Nothing worth going to. So anyway guys, this is probably what's probably going to keep me busy over the next 2 months or so. I'll be slowly upgrading it, obviously starting with brakes, and then the new brakes I really don't think are going to clear these rims. So then when I do the new brakes, new rims got to come. It's just kind of a project where you kill one bird and the next bird jumps out in front of you. I don't think that's a saying, but I'm going to stick with it. There's little dents and dings throughout it, like you can see. The lady told me that her van did this, which is going to be a spot for rust to come. You can see a little scuff on the front bumper. Stuff like that I'm not really worried about. It's a 30-year-old car. I got a chip in the windshield. I might go get that fixed. I think it costs 20 bucks to fix a chip in the windshield. Sunroof works. Heated seats work. The cup holder's broken. I got to scrap the car because the cup holder's broken. But I don't know, guys. Is this going to keep you guys interested? Something a little different. Can't treat it like a derby car. You know, and if it pisses me off enough, it might become a derby car. But I don't know. If I do LS swap it, I found a kit online that's designed to go in the SC. This is a GS. So I don't know if it will fit. I emailed the company. They never emailed me back. So we'll see what becomes of it. But let me know if you guys are interested in this. Thanks for watching. See you back here tomorrow on Zach's Workshop.